All right, Outlaw Radio Live fans, we are live with none other than an amazing, talented individual. We got Bruse Wane on the line. How you doing this evening?
I'm good. I'm great, man. What's going on? How's everything?
Doing pretty good, man. How are you doing out there during this terrible pandemic?
I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Taking all the steps they said to take, doing the mask, the gloves, all that, just staying safe. Unfortunately, it's affected, you know, showbiz badly. But yeah, I'm chilling, bro.
Most definitely. Hopefully, down the road, we can get back. You guys can get back to doing shows and whatnot as well. You know, it's definitely taking a toll on the music industry.
Yeah, it definitely is. I've had some shows postponed on numerous occasions already. I actually got some shows lined up for August, and I'm hoping that those dates actually manifest itself. So just hoping that comes through.
And also, I want to ask you if you don't mind me asking this, like, what made you decide to get into the music industry, like, to begin with? Like, what's the story behind that?
Well, we decided what to get into the music industry.
Oh yeah, well, what made you decide to get
Um,
into the music industry?
well, I grew up in a very musical household. You know, I'm of Jamaican descent, and so my mom was just playing a lot of music, man, a lot of Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, and just a lot of different varieties of music coming up in the household, and that transitioned over to hip hop. You know, once I heard hip hop, and I just knew that was something I wanted to do. So music was always around me. It was just a matter of me just taking a step and moving forward and getting involved with it.
And I know this is probably like a question that's going to answer itself, but the name Bruse Wane, is that like a? Did you call yourself that just because you're a really, really, really huge fan of Batman?
I mean, I am a fan of Batman, but that Bruce is my actual name. That's my family name. So the Bruce thing is definitely legit. Wayne is definitely there through the showbiz. But yeah, as far as how I came about the name, um, I was rapping for a while, and then I had gotten to management, I got into promotions, and I just wanted something a little more flashy because I actually rap under True, which is a different name. But then I decided let me just go with my name. I threw the Wayne on the back of it, and just ran with it ever since.
Hey man, nothing is more flashy than the word Bruse Wane. You know, when you think Bruse Wane, you already know what comes in mind. One of the most classiest individuals that businessman by day, kicks ass by night.
Yeah, I got multiple. Yeah, I'm living a couple of double lives like him too, but it is what it is.
And also, aside from Bruse Wane, you also originally rapped under the name True, but then changed it obviously to Bruse Wane. What made you decide to change your name? And what made you decide to choose True in the beginning?
Well, as far as the true thing, true was short for true equality, because I am a member of the 5% Nation, and that was a name given to me by the person that was educating me, gave me the name True Equality. True Equality got a lot, that was cut short to True, and I was doing a lot of conscious rapping initially. I mean, right now, just I'm still a conscious rapper, but I don't like to put myself in the box. So depending on where the beat takes me and how I'm feeling, that will be the what will come out as far as the art. But as far as the Bruse Wane thing, like I said, I went on hiatus from rapping for a while. I actually had a couple of deals that didn't go through. That's why I really went on hiatus with A&M Records, and it was another record label I had been brought up to. I was brought up to early in my career, and those deals kind of fell through. And it was pretty much just frustration, man. I said, the hell with this music thing. And then I bumped into a collective of guys that was pretty dope. And like I said, well, I didn't say that, but I got into management. And once I got into management, somehow I transitioned into promotions. And that's when I decided just to go with my normal name, Bruce. And then, like I said, I just threw the Wayne on the back. Once, I got to the promotion thing heavy. I had initially released some older material, and the response was so great, I decided to get back into hip hop, and here I am today.
And you also founded Wayne Enterprise Entertainment LLC as a management company before it became a promotional company. I have to ask you, what's the story behind that company? Like, what made you decide to start Wayne Enterprise Entertainment?
Oh yeah, well, like I said, I had I was managing, and that company was a part of that. I started to get the management company together, and when you start managing, you find yourself wearing many hats because we used to try to get the guys I was managing into shows and stuff like that. We used to have to put the shows a lot of times in, like the time slots still being given. So like I said, that transition into actually doing shows, like setting up shows for these guys and just multiple things. Just multiple things. Right now, Wayne Enterprises, people can go visit it. I still manage. I still do manage. I manage another artist named Tam Illy. But we do entertainment news, world news, just a variety of things that's affiliated with that. There's a lot of things I got going on, but usually they all fall under that umbrella, the Wayne Enterprises umbrella. That's the main company.
And your song called "Keepers of the Flame" featured Big Pun's son, Chris Rivers. How did you get connected with Pun's son, and what was it like working with his son?
Well, Chris is a dope artist. It's not the first time I worked with Chris. I worked with him on the song Venom. That's the first time I worked with him. And actually, the story behind that is we're actually from the same neighborhood. From the Bronx. From Bronx to Soundview, and he's actually right there in the same neighborhood. His management's in the same neighborhood. And an artist, like I said, one artist I manage actually, he knows Chris as well. He told me, yo, Bruce like to hook up with you. So the manager, we hooked up, and we made it happen. But that was John Venom, the song I did with him and Sean Price. And that song was so dope that going into the second project, I knew I wanted to work with him again. So I reached out to him, and we made it happen. We put that song together, Keepers of the Flame.
And if you don't mind me asking, did you ever have the opportunity to meet Big Pun back in the day, or did you just meet his son?
No, actually, I met Pun. It was just a freak coincidence. I had an uncle in the Bronx that actually owned a club, a nightclub in the Bronx, and he reached out to me. Oh, I got some rappers that's coming through and filming a video the other day. So he pretty much just wanted to hang out. He really just uncle wanted to hang out with his nephew. That was pretty much it. So he told me about the video shoot, but he never specified who was going to be there. Like I said, I'm Jamaican, and of course I got a big Jamaican uncle. He's like, oh, they're rappers, but he doesn't know. He doesn't keep updated on who's what's in hip hop. So when I arrived, we were chilling, hanging out, and then that's when Fat Joe came in, Big Pun, AG. Not AG, I mean Showbiz. Showbiz for Showbiz and AG, he was there. Current Squad, everybody was there. And they were just doing their thing. It was to that song that had video on the hook, Adios to Mañana. And they were just going over that. And I went up to Pun. Introduced myself, just asked him, is it worth it, everything that he's doing as far as the grind to get in and things like that. And he just told me, he said, yo, rather be known than not known. And just, told me some more inspirational things that just kept me on my journey. At the time, I didn't tell him, like, well, I was a rapper and all that. I ain't on the corny. And there wasn't a place and time for that. So I just took the meeting, took the advice, and just kept it moving. And it's just crazy how I just wound up working with his son on a few occasions in the future. That just shows you how crazy life is.
And also, one of your albums actually features the final verse ever recorded, by Sean Price. I have to ask you, how did you get connected with Sean, and what was it like working with him?
As far as the connection with Sean, man, Sean's a dope artist, great dude. I had actually met Sean years before we even got on a record together. I met him in a club called Nightingales. I think I was there to promote. Like I said, I went to the promotional thing, and that was back before the internet was big. And people were still doing things like handing out flyers and actually going places and trying to be where it was popping at. And he was there. And we kicked it briefly. You know what I mean? I think the Giants game was on or something. The football game was on. We kicked it briefly and we spoke. And I was just basically mostly speaking about the game. And then later on, I did wind up working with Duck Down when I was doing my shows. I wound up bringing through Buckshot for a show in Manhattan. I believe Smith & Wesson was there. I think Tech from Smith & Wesson was there. And then when I decided to do the album, I had Venom. I already had Chris on it. And I was thinking, like, I need someone else on this, man. And I reached out to Sean. I mean, we had already did like articles and stuff for him on my website, WaneEnterprise.com. And he knew who I was. Like I said, we met previously. So I reached out to him. The first thing he said when he picked up the phone was like, "Yo, Batman, what up?" You know, we laughed about it. Told him what I needed, and we did the verse. But it's funny because we also worked on another song called Beast Inside that came before Venom. And let me backtrack. When I called him for Beast Inside, that's when he answered the phone. Was like, "Batman, what's up?" Because he already knew who I was from my buzz in the city. And we did the song Beast Inside. And then I reached out to him again for Venom. And it's funny because he was the type of guy that he'd like you to call his house. He was very old school. And a lot of times his phone would be off anyway for whatever reason. And I called him and he picked up and he was like, "Yo, what's going on, Bruse Wane, blah, blah, blah." And I told him, "I got this song with Chris Rivers. I want you on it." He said, "Yo, that's crazy. I'm about to go to the studio right now." He said, "I got a cab on the way. I got an Uber, whatever on the way." So I said, "Yo, shoot me the email. I send you over the beat. And you take it from there." And I was maybe like around 7 or 8. I got a message. He woke me up like 2 in the morning. Called my phone. "It's done. I got it. It's done. It's fire. Sending it over." So we sent it over. I listened to it. I was like, "Yo, this shit is crack." Excuse me for cursing. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but I just said, "Damn, this is crack." And like a week later, we mixed it down and everything. And I got a phone call from my friend, one of my friends, like, "Yo, you heard what happened to Sean?" And that was, like I said, maybe like a week, if that. But that's how that came about as far as me getting the verse on that song from him.
And also, like, he was such a talented individual, and I do want to say briefly before we move on, my condolences to his family and friends. He was such an amazing individual.
Yeah, he was a great guy, great personality, no ego. I mean, the persona was there that people see, like, "Yo, I'm the best rapper in the world," and you know what I mean? The extra machismo shit was there. But besides that, I mean, he was just a great individual. You know what I mean? Down to earth dude. When it was time to lay them bars, he took the same mentality we all supposed to take. "I'm the best, and I'm gonna try to flame whoever's on the record with me." Rest in peace to that brother. Rest in paradise to Sean Price.
And your song Old Head and the Stone Age are actually featured on the Project 16 Bar 4 Hip Hop, which is sponsored by the Universal Hip Hop Museum. I actually have to ask you, how did that project come to be for you? And what is it like actually being a part of a project that is like sponsored by such an amazing museum?
Yeah. First and foremost, I want to commend you for doing your research on me. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't ever ask me about that.
Hey man, I appreciate that. I look at it as you can't have a good interview without research. You know what I mean? Generic questions, sometimes they're good, but you always got to do your digging.
You'd be surprised. I went to interviews and people are like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And then the interview goes on. They look at the person that set the interview up like, "Why the hell you ain't tell me?" You know, like, "Why you ain't let me know in advance about this guy's credentials?" But that's neither here nor there. As far as that, yeah, man, that's the official album that I'm on. I believe that was released in 2016. I had myself on there, Chris Rivers, I believe Chip Food for the Food Snickers was on there. There was a couple of other industry cuts on there, but I can't remember offhand. But as far as linking up with the Hip Hop Museum, who I'm still, those are my people. Shouts out to Rocky Buchanan, shouts out to Cutman, LG, Ralph McDaniels. Played my song. I have a song called Hercules, and I have a video for that song. And he premiered it. If I don't know who Ralph McDaniels is, he's a legend in the New York City hip hop community. He helped break a lot of acts, did a lot of videos for people such as Nas, Northern Underground. Like he did like Wu-Tang. He did a lot of like who's who of 90s hip hop as far as making the videos and also playing them on the show. But he was very impressed with me. So he had my music up there. And one thing led to another. The director of the museum actually saw the video and reached out to me directly via social media and just inboxed me like, "Yo, I'm so-and-so, and we'd like to get you on the project." Originally, each artist on the project was just supposed to have one song, but they were so impressed with the song Old Head and
also, you have done work with a female artist by the name of Remy Ma. I have to ask you, how did you get connected with her, and like how many projects did you actually happen to do with her?
Well, I didn't do too many projects with Remy Ma. With Remy Ma, it was actually a show. We had a show linked up with Remy Ma, and that got linked up to Violator Management. That's how that happened. That was on the remote lounge. That's supposed to take place. It's actually an ill story with that. I don't know if I want to share it with you, but I'm gonna share it with you, DJ Immortal.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, I'm the type of guy that I love stories, man. So you have the floor.
Because when I say I worked with Remy Ma, it was supposed to be, it was solidified, but everything kind of fruition. But as far as I'm concerned, it happened because it was on paper. We were supposed to do the show at the remote lounge together, and actually the night of the show when she was supposed to come through, that's the night she shot her friend. So that's how that went. So that a lot of things that manifest behind that. So that's the backdrop, and that's the exclusive. No one else has ever been told that. So
I'm going to be honest. That was a complete twist on the story there. I thought maybe there was contract issues or something, but then you came out and said she shot her friend, and it's like, whoa.
There was a couple of issues, but I ain't gonna get into that. But like I said, because I was doing live shows with Violator Management, and like I said, at the time I was promoting / artisan, and we had it locked in. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that tragic incident took place. So that's what that's about.
And also, you also have your own hip-hop live stream show called Bruse Wane Live. Can you tell our listeners a story behind that, and of course, what days and times can they watch you live on the air?
Well, yeah, I just started the live stream. You know, during the pandemic, I'm not moving around like I'm accustomed to. Like I said, I had shows that been postponed and rescheduled. So I decided to do the live stream, you know, to keep in contact with my fans, my supporters. You know, once a week I do the live stream, just touching on various topics. I'll stream live from my Facebook page at 8 p.m. every Sunday from my Bruse Wane Facebook page, and then I'll share it on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I just touch on various topics in hip-hop, politics, play some music, things of that nature. Just keeping, you know, people abreast of the culture and just keeping connected with the culture and with my fan base.
And the one thing I do want to ask you, like, what's next for Bruse Wane? Is there any other projects, anything else you want to promote before we wrap this up?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Papoose too, because you know you mentioned Remy Ma, but you didn't mention Papoose. I worked with Papoose a few times too, so shout out to him. Definitely. We got that song together, "Killer Soundboy," which dropped last summer, which was a banger. I had a chance to promote that. I mean, to perform that at various places, London, et cetera, et cetera. But I do have a mixtape that will be dropping. Right now, you know, everything is so tentative because of COVID. But it's called The Batman Should Have Been On It Part 2. That's scheduled to hopefully get out before this summer. Not this summer, definitely fall. But 2020 will not leave without that mixtape dropping. Basically, the premises of the mixtape is just myself jumping on classic beats and just doing my thing with some dope verses, some dope bars. I'll probably put a couple of originals on here, maybe 2 or 3 originals, because some DJs are big on that, man. Some DJs like, the freestyles is dope, but we like original music. So I try to make sure the DJs have something as well, and the fans.
And I was actually wondering if you could provide your social media handles, and of course, this is the time if you want to give some shout-outs to anybody you want to give shout-outs to, and if you can, drop them social media handles. That way, individuals can follow Bruse Wane.
Okay, as far as the social media, pretty much you just gotta Google Bruse Wane, but you gotta spell it the way I'm spelling it. Spell it correctly, or incorrectly, however you look at it. It's spelled BRUSEWANE. Once again, it's BRUSEWANE. And just Google me, and then take it from there. The name is the same on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So once you Google that, you should be good. As far as also, I have a group on Facebook connected with me and keep connected with each other. And like I said, I got the mixtape coming up. If you want to check on what shows I had, you can go to my Facebook, Bruse Wane. But you can also go to my official website, which is www.brucewane.com, which is also spelled the same way, BRUSEWANE. And my multimedia site, Wane Enterprises, which is spelled WANE Enterprises, ENTERPRISES.
And I want to say, Bruse, thank you so much for just providing us with 21 minutes of your time. It was an absolute honor and most definitely a privilege. And I hope down the road we can make this happen again.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Where in Canada are you located?
We were actually located in Prescott, Ontario, a little small town of like 4,000 people. It's actually about 5 minutes from the New York State border.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. I know I'm supposed to be scheduled. I'm supposed to have a show in Toronto on the 20th of August. Like I said, everything is so... Hopefully it manifests itself. So, I mean, I don't know how far it is. How far are you are from Toronto?
It's about a 5-hour drive, but it's in August. So if you can, let me know if it's actually not.
That's kind of deep.
Hey man, you know what? I look at it as the hop, skip, and a jump. Just gotta hop on a train, and you know what I mean. So I look at it like this, man. If it isn't canceled, let me know, and I'll try and make it there, man. And trust me, I go crazy at hip hop shows. You'll probably hear my cracker ass at the front. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I feel you. And those promoters, anybody that want to bring me out to their town or to their city, make sure you reach out to the management. That's thatmusicpro.com. That's THAT musicpro.com. Spelled just like that. Anybody that like to book me for any shows, interviews, or whatever. But all that information is also on my social media links. But DJ Immortal, man, thanks again for having me, bro.
You are most certainly welcome, man. Thank you so much for coming on the station, and try and stay safe out there, man. Don't let the corona get you.
Nah, man. Gotta stay corona-free, baby.
You already know, brother. You already know. Thank you so much, and have yourself a wonderful night.